Influencer Sneako enraged America and what's left of the Western world.
That's so true.
Marching
He
with a
did
bunch
do
of
that.
Muslims, he declared that we will all be under Islamic rule. Every home will be Islamic. Every Christian church
Yo, what's up, TT?
will be shut down. We will be their slaves. And then he came out and said that my opposition to him was a death threat when it was no such thing. We're about to break it all down right now, and his adventures trying to be like Muhammad in the Al-Zoot.
Takbir! Allahu Akbar!
Alex has really got him kind of dead to rights here, dog. I mean, you know what I mean? He's kind of got him dead to rights here.
Well, here you see Sneako a few days ago showing Islamic jihadists massing and preparing for their military actions against the West. And of course, he got a lot of universal hatred for coming out and saying, soon you'll be forced under Islam in every home to serve Allah, and you will be basically slaves of the Islamic cult, which the Quran
He did say that.
says it's a battle manual to take over the world. Now, really, he's just a rich kid from Connecticut. But he's
oh, dude, I love I love that Alex is throwing that lore in, dude. Oh, so good. So good. Dude, I love Alex Jones. How can you ever hate Alex Jones? Like, seriously, I don't know. I see people on our side that are like, he's controlled the opposition. No, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Like, how could you ever hate Alex Jones? I love Alex Jones so much, man.
Decided Islam's taking over, so he's joined Islam, and now he's really angry at myself and Elon Musk for coming out and saying we should deport him to one of the 50-plus Islamic countries around the world if living under Islam is so incredibly wonderful. And, of course, this year, Andrew Tate revealed that he and Ye won't associate with Sneako because he, according to them, tried to have sex with them.
And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn.
Nigga, you gay.
And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do
Damn,
is not
Alex
talk
is...
So I guess if you study what the Prophet Muhammad did, he reportedly got his secret magical powers from 30 virile black men filling his rectum with gallons of...
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Alex! Alex! Dog! Oh man! Dog! Alex! He's dead! He's dead! There's still 17 minutes of this! Alex, you've killed him, or you can just stop the video right there. You've killed him. Oh my gosh, Alex, Patriot. Dude, 07's right now. I love Alex Jones. I will never betray you ever. You have my undying loyalty, Alex Jones. You are the absolute GOAT. You are one of the greatest Americans possibly of all time. I mean, it just cannot... It cannot be understated how much of the GOAT Alex Jones is. Anybody that counter signals Alex Jones, like, you're just an idiot. I'm sorry, you don't. He is the litmus test. He is the litmus test. He's just the GOAT.
Semen. I'm not kidding. Look it up. So, in a way, not only is Islam pedophilia and marrying 9-year-olds, it's also about taking gallons of semen in your rectum. So, in a way, I've got to say he's a true Muslim.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I just never thought in my wildest dreams or imagination I would ever hear Alex Jones talking about a guy taking gallons of semen from a black guy before. You know, I just, Sneako really brought the dog out. You know? Sneako really fucked up with this one. I mean, really, just the most catastrophic miscalculation I've ever seen in my life. Bro, you've summoned like a version of Alex Jones that I've never even seen. Alex Jones is posting like gas chamber memes where he's like gassing Sneako and he's dressed up like fucking Hitler. Like, it's crazy. You know, like you've summoned like a rare Alex Jones that I have just never, and I'm here for every bit of it, okay? I'm here for every fucking bit of it. Like, dog, you are not, I don't know why you're trying to go bar for bar with Alex fucking Jones, the legend himself, but like, you're not gonna win that fight. I would never. If Alex Jones like reprimanded me or something, I would be like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's time to do a little introspection here, you know? Because like I've pissed off the GOAT. You know? I've somehow made, that's what I was saying yesterday. It's like, dude, if I was Sneako, I'd be like, you know what? Hey, I got caught up in the moment. I didn't really mean that. I was just, I got caught up in the moment, said some stuff. I didn't really mean it. I respect everybody's religion. America's a Christian country, obviously. And I was just having a good time. So I apologize. I really would. And I feel like that little bit of humility would maybe have went a long way with Sneako.
Show me this guy's balls, please.
Mashed Potato Garoy sent $3. Sneako vindicated. He claimed to be the great unifier. He unified the whole world against Muslims.
Dude, he really did. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. It's like, dude, everybody hates Sneako. Like, literally everybody hates Sneako. The entire right wing, whether you're a pro-Zionist or anti-Zionist, whether you are, like, it doesn't matter. Pro-Nick, anti-Nick. Dude, it's like me and Laura Loomer shaking hands on one thing. We all of us hate Sneako with, like, a deep... Like, it's like we just all hate him. Like, everybody hates him. Like, it's not even like a casual dislike. You know what I mean? It's like we all hate this guy. He is so fucking annoying. He is such a gay little bitch. Like, we all hate him. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like we can all, you know, like just look, like, you know, I could be sitting in a bar with like Laura Loomer, you know, sitting there drinking, and I just look over and I see her, and like we kind of like, and then I'm like, fuck Sneako though, am I right? And they're like, clink, clink, shots all around, clink, fuck Sneako. You know, like we could all do that. We can all, it's a rallying cry. And truly, it's a beautiful thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see. You know, maybe this is the start of something really new.
Oh, Akbar! Oh no, fuck you! This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan.
I would be so embarrassed to be a Muslim. And could you imagine being a Muslim and like your main guy is Sneako? You know what I mean? Sneako has done more damage to the reputation of Muslims than 9/11 even. Really. Truly. I truly infer, if I was like a Muslim, you know, imam or something, I would have this guy fucking excommunicated. You know what I mean? I would straight up have this guy. It's like, dude, you are doing irreparable damage to our brand. Okay? Everyone hates us. Like Sneako is going to bring back like post 9/11 Islamophobia single-handedly because of how much of an annoying gay little bitch he is. You know what I mean? It's crazy. We really are reaching like post 9/11 levels of Islamophobia again.
Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world is Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. You see this city? You see how it looks? Inshallah, your city looks just like this too.
But we're going to move on from Sneako's quest to be like Muhammad when he wrestled with the 30 black men and they rode him, according to their top Islamic text, to one of the most classic statements we hear all the time, that Europeans never invented anything, Europeans have no culture. Well, he says that so what if Elon Musk has a spaceship company, only the most successful ever, the most innovative ever, launching more satellites and ships in the last 10 years than all of their space programs, public and private combined. He says, big deal. You've got the most successful spaceship company. That doesn't mean you're smart. It's easy to become the richest man in the world. Listen to this young punk.
This is Elon Musk back at Tommy Rubinstein's protest in England. He calls in while Tommy Robinson's having his anti-Islam protest. Listen to what he says.
Whether you choose violence or not, violence is coming to you. You either fight back or you die.
You either fight back or you die. This is an African migrant to America telling Britain, fight back or die. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Why is the trillionaire, the richest man in the world, saying you need to fight back? You have to fight back or die. Fight for your life.
Yeah.
Elon is literally an African migrant into America.
Okay, and you're like a Haitian anchor baby. Like, what's the point here? Yeah, your mom shit you out on American soil, and that makes you an American now, apparently. Okay. Like, really? Like, what is even the argument here? Yeah, like I'm very confused what the argument here is exactly. Elon's an immigrant. Like, okay, he's more American than you are. That's the crazy thing about it. Maybe there is something to this whole race thing then, isn't there? You know? Maybe it's more than just like the like, really, honestly, you're kind of proving the point, Sneako, that an immigrant who's white comes to America and assimilates and builds a successful company. Whereas a brown clown who's born here doesn't fit in and everybody hates him, huh? It's weird. It's almost as if there's something deeper than just your citizenship. You know what I mean? Kind of crazy.
And this is England. Like,
yeah.
So the only unifying ideology here is just hating Islam. There's nothing.
Yeah, true. That is true. Probably because over there in England, you guys are raping women and children left and right in like grooming games. Like, it's like disastrous. Yeah. As it turns out, Islam does not fit there. Islam is great when it's stuck in the Middle East. Okay? Nobody minds. Nobody cares. You guys go live like that, but it doesn't belong in any sort of Western country because we built the West. Christian values built the West. Christian values and Muslim values are incompatible. That's kind of the whole point, right? And then kind of the whole point of all this, like this whole argument is that like you don't belong here, you know? Probably wouldn't have much of a problem with you. We probably wouldn't hate Islam if you guys were in Saudi Arabia or in Iran or Afghanistan. You know, wouldn't really care.
Else that they have in common. If he wasn't white.
Oh, here we go. The brown clown's coming. Mark my words, a great calamity is coming Alex's way. You'll see God will avenge the direct insults he made against Sin's messenger. Is that not true that Allah wrestled 30 black guys and stole their essence from them? Or received their essence? I mean, is there an argument from that or no? Are you going to make an argument there? What's the did that happen? Yes or no? I just want a quick yes or no. Did that happen? Asim? I don't know how to say your name.
Right. Imagine he was an African migrant who was black into America telling British people fight back or die.
Oh, so if he was like a different person, then the things would be different. Yeah, wow, congratulations. You figured that one out. Wow. If he was a completely different person and he said this, it'd be different. Yeah, so true. Wow. Very astute observation, you fucking 80 IQ brown clown idiot.
Nobody would take it seriously. Fight back or die. Do you guys consider that an incitement of violence? Interesting. Look at his shirt. I was looking at this clip earlier from a couple months ago. He's got the jawline. While saying fight back or die against immigrants by being an immigrant. He's got the one.
Oh my. Holy brown. There's an eye on his shirt. It's like the Illuminati. Dude, Illuminati. Oh. Fuck! An eye, get me Illuminati. Okay, bro. Yeah.
One eye symbolism right here on his shirt.
The symbolism will be their downfall.
He's doing the citizen vigilante thing. Alex Jones is indirectly calling for people to kill me.
I said none of this has been as a threat. I want no harm against Sneako.
He says deport him now. It's like, they're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me.
I said the analogy is we're told it's Islamophobia. Well, most of us have an innate fear of stepping on the edge of a 50-story building. That fear is ingrained in us because if you fall off, you die. Or if you see a rattlesnake or you see a black widow spider, you get scared and you want to step on it because you understand it's a threat. I don't want to physically step on Sneako. I want to get my foot dirty. I just...
Oh my gosh. that was so out of pocket, Alex. That was so out of pocket. Why are you gonna do him like that? Why do you have to do that? Was so uncalled for, and yet it was so true. It oh, that's so out of pocket, Alex. I mean, I gotta disavow that. No, we don't. I would never disavow Alex Jones for anything ever. He is my hero, my patriot. I love Alex Jones so much. All I ever want. I'm not gonna lie. The highlight of my career. This has been a goal of mine for a while. I want to go on Alex Jones' show one day. I want to get that. My only goal in life is to get big enough where Alex Jones will deem me big enough to go on his show and just to talk to him for like 15 minutes. That'd be like the greatest gift I could ever experience in my life. And I don't even want it. I don't want it for the boost. I don't want it for the clout. I don't want it for anything. I just want to just chop it up with him. You know, I've met him once. The nicest guy on the planet. You know, that's my goal. I love Alex Jones so much. You have no idea. I mean, I'm a methylene blue enjoyer. Okay, I'm a methylene blue enjoyer. I love Alex so much. I do. He's just the best. I mean, he is a big part and a big reason why I'm here. Big part and big reason why I do what I do. I've been a fan for 12 plus years, brother. And yeah, it's just great.
Simply am stepping on the ideological lies of him when he says he's going to plant his flag on us and enslave us. But I love him playing the victim and sitting there like, oh, all these people are just coming after poor little him and mean old Elon Musk, who, he's a foreigner, even though he's a U.S. citizen. What does he contribute? He just has millions of employees. I mean, the truth is, it's very healthy that the world sees through Sneako and realizes what a disgusting fraud he is. And I picked up a big honeycomb limestone rock, and I said, watch this. And I threw it about 15 feet perfectly and splat on the head. And my daughters went, Daddy!
He's doing the citizen vigilante thing. Alex Jones is indirectly calling for people to kill me. He knows it.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, you big crybaby bitch.
They feel threatened by the truth.
Oh, my gosh.
And against American values, they don't want discourse. They don't want democracy. They don't want free speech.
You think normally I can throw away 10 feet perfectly, splat the head? You think normally I can throw a rock perfectly and splat the head? No. It's the defender in me, and you have instincts, too, that you can turn on and you can hone. And
splat the head is crazy.
I'm not calling for splatting his head, but culturally, I'm calling for putting him nonviolently in an airplane like a cannon, a clown in a cannon.
Oh my gosh, I love Alex, man. Oh, it's so good. Look, I'm just saying non-violently, we put him in a fucking cannon and shoot him out of the tent like a fucking clown. So true. So true. So true. Truer words have never been spoken before, Alex. Oh.
I saw this from Sneako. It's very sad. It's very sad. He seems to be joining up with Hassan Piker and Zohran Mamdani. And it's like I said last week, just because I don't like Israel doesn't mean I'm a communist. Okay? Fuck that. I saw last week all these DSA candidates won their election, and each one is more anti-American and radical than the last. And that's not like a GOP talking point. They're talking about abolishing ICE. You know what that means? Amnesty for 12 million illegals brought in under Biden. So no, just because I don't support genocide and a war with Iran, just because I don't want AIPAC to buy all the elections doesn't mean I'm a communist that wants to abolish the police and the prisons and ICE and legalize weed and abortion and free all the George Floyds from prison and have them wreak havoc on our free buses and free subways and free grocery stores and take all the money from white people and give it to them. I'm not a communist either. And you know what? The DSA is growing in strength.
Yeah.
They're going to have like a dozen members of Congress next year. They're making inroads in city councils and state legislatures. The DSA is the enemy, okay?
Yeah.
And contrary to what these anti-Israel people say, they say left and right is an artificial divide. That is not true.
Yep.
That is something promoted by the left when they want you to go along with their agenda.
Yeah.
Nick Fuentes, who is joining.
Yeah, and by the way, it's like that fucking clown yesterday in the chat, I forget his name. They're not trying to recruit you. Yeah, really? Really? You don't think so? That fucking clown in the chat yesterday. They're not trying to recruit rapers. They're not trying to recruit you. They're not trying to recruit right-wingers. Like, they clearly are, dude. And it's like they are literally trying to like lull you into a false sense of security. You know, it's like look, obviously I'm a very big Israel critic. Clearly, like I do not like Israel. I do not like their motives or agendas, and I do think that their control over our country is the most important and prominent issue of all time. Clearly, right? It is. It's a problem. But these people, like you know, with the Jake Shields and the Dan Bilzerians and the fucking Sneakos, the left and right doesn't actually matter. It does, dude. Like, what is I mean, seriously, what is the utility or the point in like just deposing of Zionist control of America when we're just going to replace them with like the brown version of that? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, so let me get this straight. So we're going to get rid of Jewish powered control over our country and then replace them with a bunch of people who hold the exact same political opinions and beliefs as them. Doesn't really do us any good. Doesn't really do us any favors, does it, you fucking idiot, you know? DSA low-key worse than Sneako? I don't know if I can go that far. Sneako's really bad. I mean, he's really a retard. I mean, I don't know if I'd really go that far, but they are bad. You know, I don't know if anybody's worse than Sneako. You know, because the thing is with Sneako is that he's like sort of, he has like this sort of, you gotta think, he has no real political opinions or beliefs of his own, right? He's sort of just an amalgamation of whoever he's around at the time. And he has this sort of like brown clown multiplier, right? So any opinion that he has, like if he's around a DSA person, then the brown clown multiplier is going to kick in, and that opinion is going to become 10 times more insufferable because it's uninformed, and he's just saying it, right? At least I could, you know, look, I could sit down and have an argument or a discussion with a DSA person. Granted, I don't know how fruitful or conductive it will be, but I could still at least sort of understand or rationalize why they believe the things that they believe, right? Like, I can get where they're coming from. They're wrong, clearly, but I can at least be like, okay, well, I see why you would feel that way. But with Sneako, it's like his opinion is just basically dictated about whose cock he wants to suck. You know what I mean? Right now, he wants to suck Hassan Piker's cock, so he's trying to, you know, do the whole DSA thing right now. He's trying to go like, oh, Mom Donnie, New York. You know, I mean, he's just an ape. You know, he's just an ape. It's like he's like one of those little like apes with the cylinders. You know what I mean? That's all that he is. So I would actually just push back against you a little bit there, Beardson Clips, that that DSA is worse. I mean, the DSA have like worse opinions about things for sure, and they do hold more power than Sneako does. But in terms of just me having to encounter or talk to him, I'd much rather talk to a DSA person than Sneako, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, so
Joining me at 1 p.m. tomorrow on my Wednesday show at AlexJonesLive.com has
and we
been
will be watching
Sneako for a long time because he got to know him, and he's absolutely right. This Islamic alliance with the Democrat Socialists of America, the Communist Party, is pure poison. The Red-Green Alliance is one of the greatest threats facing America. Now, in closing, I want to show a clip of Dan Bilzerian, who I had on the show recently. And I'm not an enemy of Dan, but I got to say, what a cheap shot. I'm not going to play the whole long video because there's dozens of examples. But I'll just play the very first of it and just one example of it not being true. And as soon as I saw the clip, before I even saw the proof it was a lie, or maybe Bilzerian's hiding under a rock, I knew it wasn't true because I haven't seen
this part.
Nick on these very shows he mentions bringing up Israel and directly talking about Jewish supremacy. So it's not true. So here's Bilzerian saying, have you noticed now that...
Hang on. Have you kept up with the Tyler Robinson trial? It's pretty clear that he did it. Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody knew that. I mean, it's such a stupid narrative. I'm so glad that, like, dude, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think I haven't really kept up too much with it, only because you could literally show a video in 4K of Tyler Robinson firing the gun. You could like fucking bullet time Max Payne that shit, where it like the camera follows the bullet entering into Charlie Kirk's neck, and these fucking idiots would still try to say that like Israel did it. You know, it's like, it's the stupidest thing in the planet. Like, there's no convincing. They don't live in reality. They're clearly like pushing a narrative, right? And there is this sort of weird thing going on in the right. Is there not? Whether it's like the Sneako and the Dan Bilzerians and all these retards trying to say there is no left and right, and then you have people that are like, anti-Zionist on our side, clearly trying to absolve the left of any sort of wrongdoing when it comes to Charlie Kirk's death. Like there is something very nefarious about all of this, is there not? Like, this is like the definition of a fucking psyop, dude. Very definition of it. And nobody really wants to, like, call it that for some reason, because it's such an overused and overplayed term, but it's very clear what's happening. Like, the right has been so completely compromised by these fucking gullible idiots. It's like, it does make you wonder if there is something larger at play going on here, to make criticism of Israel just, like, look absolutely ridiculous and retarded. Because it's unfortunate. I have been a part of this for 10 years. My political opinions have not really changed much over the past 10 years, since 2016. I've been involved with all of this since day one. I've been talking about, Zionism and Jewish power and things like that. And back then, the enemy was like just like retards who were very fat and slovenly and ugly and gross. Now the struggle is retards who, like, I think are like actual operatives, like straight up actual. Like, I look at somebody like Ian Carroll and I'm like, this guy glows like the fucking sun. You know what I mean? Like, I really do think that. I don't like calling people feds. I've never been one to like call something like that out, but like, I think it's like a cheap shot. But when I look at Candace, when I look at Ian Carroll, when I look at all of these fucking idiots, it's like, you have done so much damage to the credibility of what we are talking about that, like, if you're not a Fed, then you're a fucking idiot, and you should be a Fed, because then at least you'd get paid for it. You know what I mean? So I just haven't even bothered to look at the Tyler Robinson stuff. I've known since day. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was like, I'm not trying to censor. I believe in conspiracy theories. You know what I mean? I do. I have no problem believing in conspiracy theory. I have no problem in sitting there and being open-minded and trying to hear something out, right? Like, oh, Israel killed somebody on U.S. soil? That wouldn't surprise me, okay? It took me about 2 seconds, though, to realize, oh, no, Tyler Robinson did this. There is, like, hardcore proof from day one that he did that. And, yeah, sure, there's probably, like, a few, like, weird circumstances surrounding it, but there's no motive for them to do so. All of the evidence points to Tyler Robinson. And, like, anybody who questions that at all, like, you're just a dumb person. Like, I'm sorry. You're a dumb person. And I don't have any bandwidth for that. I have no bandwidth for people like that. I think it's, again, it's such a perfect opportunity for the right to sort of unite around something and say, oh yeah, these people who obviously are murderous and violent, we just proved that they're murderous and violent single-handedly, and everybody went off the fucking rails with it. And it's like, I just don't care, you know? Ian Carroll, Candace, all those people, I just have no bandwidth for any of that stuff. I think you're a fucking retard. I think I'll give Candace maybe a little bit of a pass because she was actually friends with Charlie Kirk to a certain degree, and I get like sort of being torn up about that. But it kind of breaking your brain a little bit. But like, dog, I mean, what are we doing here with this stuff? I mean, exploding fucking microphones and guys pulling up from the sewer. It's like, It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Like they act like it's like completely inconceivable that a leftist would shoot Charlie Kirk for some reason. Like it's just like outside of the realm of possibility, you know? Did you see The Summer of Love? Did you see fucking the trainee shooters that would go shoot up little kids at church schools, you know? Like have you been awake for the past 5-10 years? You know? Did you not see them like throwing piss on Lauren Southern? You not see them assaulting people in the street with fucking bike locks? Do you not? Yeah, the healthcare CEO kill this guy in fucking cold blood. Like, give me a break.
밑줄 4별표 센트3 달러즈 to 미스터 비어드슨 더 곡절 ASHRA M 헬밋하게 인롯 로켈리티 이디 스테이트
So true.
더 유니버스 슬립스 랩트인 이츠온 더 세븐 스팍스 아래 더 프라저니 어브 더원 브레스 앤드 더원 브레스 잇 더 섀도우 어브 더 숨렘의 생크.
Pass the blunt, bro. Pass the blunt. Okay? Pass the blunt. Thank you for the 3. How about, hey, yo, pass the ayahuasca, pal. All right? But I just I'm not ever going to absolve the left or be, you know, like, don't get me wrong, man. I think that, like, I don't know. I just feel so politically homeless, you know? I really do, outside of, like, AF and Nick, and thank God for Nick, you know? Because, like, just, like, truly in my heart of hearts, I feel so politically homeless. It's like, you look at all the different factions. The left are insane, violent freaks who represent everything that I'm against, right? All of them, whether it's the DSA types, whether it's the moderate Democrats, all of them. I have no commonality with them at all. I look at the right, the people that I should be aligned with, and it's like they either worship Israel or they've let the criticism of Israel break their brains so much that they've become insane freaks about it. You know, like there's no nuance in any of it. And it's like without America First, without the Groypers, without Nick Fuentes, I just would feel homeless politically, you know? Because everyone else is just an insane person, or they're a retard, or they're a shill, you know? And that's where I'm at. Like, I don't know where else to be. Like, dude, I'm looking at, like, I guess the people that I would be closest with outside of America First are, like, sitting here saying that the whole Charlie Kirk thing's like a weird conspiracy theory. They used, like, a fucking space laser to laser his neck or some shit. It's like, or they're, like, praising Patriot Front, you know? Like, what are we doing? I don't have any patience for any of this stuff anymore, you know? I've been doing this for a long time, and you know, maybe you can blame this a little bit on, like, personal burnout. You know, most people, like, they kind of tap into politics for a while and they tap out. I've never tapped out. I've been fucking tapped in for 10 years, and this has been, like, my hobby and my passion for a long time. My career, you know, for the past 6. So maybe I am, like, a bit burned out personally with all of it, but, like, I just don't know. I don't really know what else is there other than, like, it's just, there's such a lack of just, like, common sense, you know? Just because people on the right are bad does not mean that the left are good, you know? Doesn't make the DSA types right or correct in any way. You know what I mean? And I get the temptation. Oh, if I align with these people, I'll no longer be canceled or persecuted. You know, I'll get to fuck a bunch of bad goth bitches with double E titties and shit. Like, that'd be awesome. Don't get me wrong. I just can't do it, though. I don't believe in anything that they believe in. I don't believe that you can cut your dick off and become a woman. I don't believe that you should be able to kill a baby because because you're a fucking whore and you had unprotected sex with a guy outside of a 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? I'm not with any of that stuff. I don't believe that citizenship is just a matter of where you happen to reside at a given time, and we should give it to you based on the fact that you're just here now, even though you're breaking the law. You know what I mean? I don't believe in any of that stuff, and I never will. Like, my opinions are never going to change on that, no matter what happens, no matter how chuddy the right becomes, no matter how much I resent a lot of the people that are on my side. It's like, I'd rather just be an example of what to be and not to be, you know? I mean, that's really what it is.
Nick finally got big and finally got on CNN and finally got on this channel and finally got on Piers Morgan that he won't talk about Israel. That's basically all he talks about is Israel. If I've got any criticism of Nick Fuentes and other people, is it's Israel, 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 Israel. When we have Islam, we have the Chi-Coms, we have BlackRock and the globalists, which you can say is Israel too. But the point is, Nick's now being criticized because he is warning about Islam, which I have been saying is a great thing. So here's just a little bit of disproving what Bilzerian says. But none of you even need me to tell you that. You've seen Nick on all these shows tearing Israel a new a-hole. But here's Bilzerian. This is the type of cheap shots and, quite frankly, I think the type of jealousy we're witnessing.
3 months ago, he went on every fucking major podcast in America and talked about the left is coming to kill us, you know, the blacks, the this, the, you know, just all the typical fucking Fox News shit, not the crux of the fucking issue, which is Jewish supremacy. He just, like, didn't speak about that on any of these podcasts. Look, I get it. If you don't want to talk about that on every fucking podcast, it might get fucking boring. I get that. But to not mention it on any of the mainstream stuff, like he's been waiting his whole fucking life to get on Piers, to get on Tucker, to get on fucking all these shows. Gets on all of them. Doesn't say a word about the most important fucking issue.
I mean, you have to talk about, you know, there's a concept of Jewish peoplehood. It's the sense that they are part of a common nationality, a common tribe, a common people. And so where they reside in Israel, the United States or Europe or elsewhere, they see each other above or maybe on a different level alongside their nationality, their state, wherever they reside. If they're in Germany, France, the United States, they see themselves as part of a transnational nation, of an international nation. The Jews in America, the Jews in Israel, they identify as Israeli or American, but they also have something in common. They identify as part of a common nation, which I would say there's a world Jewish population. It's world Jewry. And world Jewry has representatives. There is such a thing as the World Jewish Congress, where they actually elect, it's democratic, all the local Jewish organizations elect representatives to represent proportionally the Jewish population in their area at the World Jewish Congress. And it's sort of like Davos. It's like the World Economic Forum, but it's exclusively for members of the Jewish nation that exists across the world.
But we had to close out with one of the other videos shot in their big Islamic We're Taking Over celebration last weekend in New York with Sneako doing the classic Islamic We're Taking Over and we're going to cut your head off. So listen, Sneako, why don't you go join ISIS? Why don't you go join Al-Qaeda? The U.S. government under Biden put the head of Al-Qaeda in charge in Syria.
True.
I mean, why don't you go join the Iranian military right now? Hell, I told Netanyahu his son shouldn't be glamping around and sugar tanking around and candy assing around in Miami. He should go join the IDF. But remember, the IDF said they're not going to do ground troops into Iran. They want us to. Yeah, they're going to fight Iran until the last dead Iranian and the last dead American. The truth is, Orthodox expansionist Islam for hundreds of years has been funded by British intelligence, then the CIA starting in the 50s with Operation Ajax, and today is basically run by Israel. Israel founded Hamas. Netanyahu's their paymaster, and never forget that. So, Sneako, I'm here to challenge you in closing to debate me on my broadcast, or I'll come on your show and I will mop the floor with you, the little rich kid from Connecticut. I'm ready, and I'm also here to tell you, the new crusade's coming. I saw this MIT professor complaining about how Spain won't let him build new mosques, but America's being taken over by Islam. And, of course, all the churches are getting burned by the Muslims in Europe. Well, you know that the Muslims took over Spain and enslaved over 2 million Spanish women and shipped them to sex slavery on record. You know that that happened for 700 years. You know the Crusades were a response to 700 years and hundreds of Islamic invasions.
True.
They just hope we don't learn history. But the Muslims celebrate the fact they almost conquered Europe. That's the bottom line. America and the West is waking up, Sneako, and you bet on the wrong team. So, you've issued your challenge. You're going to dominate and make us all your slaves. I accept your challenge, and I let you know that all of the Islamic fascistic devil tyranny in the end will be defeated. All you've done is awoken the sleep.
Damn. Yo, Termite Smoothie with a gifted sub. Let's go. Thank you.
Termite_smoothie just gifted 1 subscription on Kick.
Thank you, Termite Smoothie. I appreciate that, man. Be like Termite Smoothie. Support the stream. Power Channel Live/Beardson Beardly and sub. And if you already sub, give some subs to your homies. I'm seeing some non-subs in the chat. They could use some subs. Give them some subs. Send them, you know, be a nice guy. Be a nice guy.
Giant little man.
This is so awesome. This is so awesome. Dude, Alex Jones is just the go.
Never kiss the wall.
We're extending America's.
Okay, now we're getting to the ad portion. Ooh, do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that thunder? Is it storming? Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're getting some storms. We're getting some storm. It's storming right now. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not watching 5 minutes of promo. But I appreciate it. That was a W, dude. That was such a W clip, dude. Dude, I really hope that happens. I really hope that Sneako and Alex Jones debate. I really do. Oh my gosh, please. Like, dude, Alex would like brutalize him. Damn. All right, quick chat. You got to kill the gray bar before the power goes out. Please kill the gray bar now before the power goes out. For the love of me. For the love of me. If you love me, please. Because it may go out, dude. Sneako won't do it. He probably won't. He's like, he's trying to kill me. Why would I debate him? He's trying to kill me. Is Nick going on Alex's show in like an hour? Or like 50 minutes. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna happen though. He accepted? Oh, did he? I didn't see because he has me blocked because he's a bitch. Yeah, bitches. He's got me blocked because he's a bitch. I can't wait. I would love to see it. I'm excited to see Nick on there too. I really hope it's just like an hour of just like Nick and Alex Jones just like talking shit about Sneako. That's really all that I want. That's just inject that shit, you know, straight into my veins, Reddit style, please. Please. You have to watch this, dude. I have to watch this.
アッラーよ、どうか私の罪をおやぐしください。私の心を清め、私の天血をお守りください。どうかあなたの許したも恵みをもって私を満たし、禁じられたものを求めずに済むようにしてください。そしてあなたの恩福をもって私を豊かにし。
Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is just gay, dog. This is just gay as fuck. Like, what do you... Okay, look, I'm all for, like, dunking on Sneako and all. We don't have to make, like, AI gay porn of him. Okay? Like, there are lines that I have to draw in the sand here. And I think making AI gay porn of Sneako... Oh my gosh, bro. That's Michael Lionheart, by the way. This is literally fucking Michael Lionheart, by the way. Like, hang on. That's literally Michael Lionheart. Minus the face. If it's missing the facial hair. But this is almost exactly. I mean, and also he's, you know, he needs to be a little fatter. You know. Like, this is the gayest thing. Yes, OW me. The gayest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I don't know, dog. Okay, I gotta draw the line at making gay AI porn of Sneako, dog. Like, you don't need to do that. He's gay already. Okay, he's gay.